Hey guys, Cassie here. Wanted to stop in and do a quick video tutorial on how to use Trello and the fact that I am uploading some March party formats to Trello for you guys to use for your online Facebook parties, and a really quick run through of how to use Dropbox and also Cinchshare. So bear with me, it shouldn't be too long. I'm currently on Facebook and in the Fabulous Jammers team page. The first thing I'll show you is how Dropbox works. So I posted the This or That game, and typically you'll find that Dropbox is where I'll put games that have multiple slides and photos, just because I think it's a lot easier to manage, and I don't like mucking up the Facebook page for the team. I'd rather have all the graphics and everything stored someplace where they're organized and easy to access on a mobile device as well. So Dropbox is a free system. If you don't have an account, you can sign up, and I don't believe you need special permissions in order to access the Fabulous Jammers page. If you do, please let me know. But this is what happens when you click on the This or That link when you do have a Dropbox account. It brings up one of 20 slides, and in order to be able to use these and post them to your parties, you will have to download them, which you can do right here. There's lots in here. I also wanted to show you that, we do have a Fabulous Jammers team folder on Dropbox. It has Club 12 info, Facebook parties. This is just kind of like generic. Some covers, how I do my follow-ups, some bundles, info on lockers, long nails, and then March Catalog 2017 is pretty much like the most important folder I think we've got going on right now in here. So there's your photos for samples or for giving out samples, marketing squares, the wish list and the catalog preview documents, new catalog thumbnails, which basically are all the new wraps and gels and lacquers that were released in the March catalog, and they're all alphabetical, and you could use these for thank you collages or to create your own games if you want, and you would download those the same way as you would the This or That. Any of the documents or any of the images on Dropbox, it all works the same. So everything is here for you, and I hope that you are happy with this as a resource. Let me know if there's anything out of date that needs to be removed, because I want to try to keep this really clean and a good resource for you guys. It's very, very easy to use Dropbox on mobile if you guys don't already use it on mobile. It's a great place to store photos that you can access on your computer and your mobile devices like your iPads and your phones. So keep that in mind if you haven't used it. I highly recommend it. So how do you access Trello? I talked here about Facebook scripts with photos, and I actually did receive these from another leader, so they're not my party formats, but there are 3 different parties that have scripts and photos that match, and I think that it's a great resource for starting out the month, especially if you haven't had a chance to create your own party using the new graphics and everything. It's really a lot of work to put this information into Trello, and I took it off of 3 different events on Facebook, so I've spent like the good part of the day doing this, so I really hope you guys enjoy this format. So all you have to do when you're in that post on Facebook is click on Trello, and this takes you to the version 1, and there are 3 different versions. There's version 1, version 2, and a 5-day party that are all listed in the Fabulous Jammers folder on my Trello. So March 2017 new catalog script and photos version 1. How do you use this information? Well, sometimes there's notes from me, sometimes there's graphics that match your post, and then, just copy and paste this text information, change it up a little bit to match your personal style, and, use 1 or 2 photos. It's up to you. Most of these posts have more than 1 image, and most of the time I think the reason why is because a post on Facebook looks really nice if you have 4 images attached to it. So here's some sample info, a little bit more detail about what is Jamberry, and then there are games kind of in here. If it's a game that's short or a text-based game, I didn't pop it into Dropbox. If it is a graphic-intensive game like Name That Tune, I'm actually going to create a Dropbox link for it because it's a lot of work to add tons of graphics in here. Usually I just put like a handful in, like maybe a maximum of 4. There were a few instances where you'll see that I actually added more than that based on what Amanda had done in hers. Remember when you're going through here that there are personalized pictures of her in here and her family. So make sure that you are, the reason why I left them in here is because I want you guys to have an example of what things could look like, or, you know, an idea of sort of how someone else has done it. Because a lot of times for me, I'm like, what do I put? What kind of picture of me? She has a lot of punchy graphics that are kind of fun and funky, and that's her personality. So if that's how you are, then go for something that's similar, and hopefully that'll help inspire you. So I'm really, really happy with the way that the Trello system works. Each thing is a slide. Each item can be clicked on and copy and pasted. Don't forget to update your website links when you are in the process of pasting into your parties. And pretty much that's it. If you look at the different layouts, I think I just clicked the same one. The most recent one that I did, the pink one, is, this is a 5-day party. So there are a lot more posts each day. Let's see, there's pictures of Amanda and her husband and stuff like that. There are also some prompts for going live in your parties. Keep your eyes peeled because we're going to be live soon. So she does live application, live removal. She does live discussion about Nourish and Style Box. So those are all kind of ideas and things that you can internalize and just use for inspiration, and then just create your own unique party format. You can absolutely use Trello to make your own, you know, party script and matching graphics. All you have to do is create your own board, which is really super easy to do. Create a board, name it whatever you want, and pop it into, for me, I'll just put it into my personal projects. And it's that simple. You can change the name, you can change the color background, and then all you have to do is just say post one, and then save, and then you can type information in here. You can add a graphic. If you'd like to add a graphic, literally just drop it in. It'll upload, and you can move that information around very easily. It's a great way to organize information. Like, I really, really love it. I use it for follow-up. It's extremely valuable to me, and I actually have upgraded mine to like a paid Trello because I like it so much. But as you can see, you can move graphics around, you can move text around, and I will do a video to show you guys how I use it for my follow-ups, because the fact that you can kind of move tiles back and forth and around allows me to take people from sample to purchase to book a party, etc. So that's kind of how you set up a board in Trello. And now you know how to access our boards. They're under the Fabulous Jammers team page. There's a hostess boot camp. There's other information. You may need me to give you access to Trello. If that's the case and you want to check it out and you can't get access, can you just PM me your email and I'll make sure that you're added in here and that you have access to everything that I'm uploading. Because I'm really planning to use Trello and Dropbox in 2017 as like my two main sort of sources of storing things. So now you see how those two things work together. Let me show you how I set up posting in my parties using a program called Cinchshare. So Cinchshare is a program that costs $10 a month. It is a website that you can access on mobile devices as well as on your home computer. And what I do is I will use the Trello board as a, let's do an example here. I will use the Trello board as my information source, and I will copy and paste into Cinchshare to program in my posts. Okay, so here I'm just going to pull my tabs apart so that it makes more sense. So now I'm in Cinchshare. So I won't show you how to like set everything up because this isn't supposed to be a Cinchshare video, but basically I have a bunch of parties set up in Cinchshare, and what you can do is you can go in and click on the parties that you want the post to be applied to. Then you can choose your day. So let's choose tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning as my time for my post. So you can go in here and you can say, okay, first things first, I like the way that this is worded. So let's post this in Cinchshare and then let's tweak it how we need to. First things first, let's get you some free samples. Send me your address and I'll get you some right out. Okay, so I don't like that sentence first off, and second of all, that's not what I'm going to do. I am going to use a Google form like I've taught you guys to do so that you can gather their information and you have everything you need to send out a sample, and you have email and everything to set so that you can follow up with them and make sure that they've received it and they've applied it. So click the link below to request your sample ASAP. Okay, and then I know my link address, and I have it programmed on a bit.ly because that's the way I like to do things, and I like to have I like to have a shortened URL. Okay, so there we go. So now if you want to use a photo that's from Trello, all you have to do is click download. And then for me, I need to move it to my desktop because I am using Macintosh. So, the file is already on my desktop, but that is not here nor there. Alright, grab the image that you want to attach to your post, just pop it right in. So all the information is here. It's going to go at 7:43 a.m. to the parties that I have chosen, and you click schedule post. And that, ladies, is how easy it is to post in 6 different parties. What I do a lot of the times, I'll sit down and I'll program like 3 or 4 days in here, or sometimes I'll program a whole week in, and then I'll just kind of freelance my games and intertwine those in when it's appropriate. But you get the idea. Completely worth $10 a month. My time is worth a heck of a lot more than $10, and you can afford it, and it isn't going to be like a hardship. I highly recommend it. Now you have a general idea how to use Trello. I do believe that I'm still getting a few more images for this particular party because it looks like I only have through number 5, and it should go all the way to 1. So I think there are at least 4 more posts that I am going to receive. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. I don't want this to be a gigantic, long video, but at least this gives you a little bit of an idea how I use Cinchshare, Trello, and Dropbox for my business. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on Facebook. I'll see y'all online.